to a county judge who recently tried to ban all indoor worship services. I'm going to break this down, guys. Before I go any further, if you enjoy my daily content here on YouTube, I encourage you could help support my ministry over on Patreon for as little as $5 a month at patreon.com/conservativetruth. That link is in the description. It'll get you access to all of my bonus content, over 20 exclusive podcasts talking a lot more about sensitive information. Plus, you get the alerts for anything that posts over on the Patreon platform, unlike YouTube, where you don't get all the alerts, guys, and you guys have missed a ton of content. So when you get done watching this video, just browse back to see what it is that you may have missed. Also, like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. Now, like I mentioned, we are not going to stand for tyranny. We cannot have this at all. And everything that Pastor John MacArthur and Grace Community Church have been through over the last couple of months, I don't know how they're still standing. I got to give them credit. You know that the Lord is sustaining them here. The Lord has to be giving them his peace to get through this challenging time. But a county judge, like I mentioned, it was on Thursday. They slapped a temporary injunction on Grace Community saying that they could no longer hold any indoor person church services until this whole entire case was settled, which is ridiculous because the church has every right to gather and assemble. They said they would allow outdoor services to take place, but I mean, where are they going to meet? This is a huge church, okay? So there's no real way they could even do this. So they defied the order, and I'm so glad they did. And I kind of knew they were going to do this. This isn't the first time also that they've done this. They've been doing this now for the last couple of months. Some judges have come in, appeals courts have come in and said, no, you can hold in-person services, and then it was shut down again. So it's been a back and forth deal. But on Sunday, September 13th, Pastor MacArthur, the church was packed. And he said, once again, we are not going to adhere to this. We are not going to close the doors of this church. And he questioned whether or not America was still a nation under God. And that is a great point to bring up, because if you look at everything that's going on right now, when you look at governments and you look at all these different states who have done everything they can to shut churches down or make churches, one of the last groups to actually be able to open their doors, they do not want the church open. They want to silence the mouth of the church. And we know what's going on here. We know this is tyranny. We have every right to be able to gather and worship. So Pastor MacArthur, he referenced this. And he also said this, that when government begins to separate itself from God or try to take the place of God in this sense, you are going to see judgment fall upon a nation like you've never seen before. And look what's taking place in our country. You got the wildfires that are breaking out now all across the West Coast. You got rioting going on. You got fighting. You got, issues with police are being ambushed. The violence, I mean, you name it, it's happening. It is happening right now. The hand of God, I believe, is slowly being lifted away from the United States. And one thing this court order said, when this judge ruled, they said that the harm of the risk of corona outweighed the harm of being able to keep the church closed. And that is a lie right there. Right there. That is tyranny right there. You are just saying this. You are saying that, no, the church can stay closed. It's more important that we protect people from corona. It's absolutely ridiculous. But the service was great. I'll put a link down below in the description. You guys can read more of a transcript of what Pastor MacArthur had to say here about everything going on. I expect that they're going to continue to hold services going forward. We'll see what happens. Of course, if you're watching, if you attend the church and you'd like to give us a little bit more insight, if you were there at the service this past Sunday, feel free to let us know. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.